Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess in Atlanta. Here we go. You know what? I don't want to keep saying I told you so I'm not going to say it this video. Well, I won't say it out loud. Okay? But I'm not going to say it out loud, okay? Um, Here we are again. Again. This is another edition of Simon is Dragging Porsha. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Girl, y'all was down to the internet talking about, Porsha got her man. Porsha's got a man at home. Porsha's got someone's man at home. Y'all was happy when them wedding pictures hit the internet. Y'all were happy Porsha got her Cinderella story. You were excited. You had Quad, Miss Quad, Miss Quad. She got it. She got it. Down to the Watch What Happens Live, talking about Simon's good people. Yes, Porsha. Yes, Porsha. Just for that good man. He's a good man, Savannah. Just for that good man to turn around and drag her sister every. Ooh! With your way loose. That's exactly what's happening. I remember Quad saying that he was good people. This is the second time Simon has called his wife dumb without calling her dumb. All right, let's get into it. So I've been trying to put the pieces together with this puzzle, and I'm assuming this is what happened. Okay. So Simon posted a picture on his Instagram page. Okay. And it said, so Simon said, my favorite color for a Rolls Royce interior is obviously Mandarin. I have owned 3 of them in the last 7 years. I'm looking forward to unification of all 3 Mandarin interior color Rolls Royces in the very near future. Happy Monday. Hashtag work hard, play harder. Hashtag work for your dream life. Now, um, I guess Porsha must have caught wind. And then Porsha came back and she said, unification of 3. Meanwhile, one RR done was sold along with the Ferrari to buy the one Spectre. Hashtag go away from me with this. Hashtag happy Instaflex. Hashtag fine granny with pimples. I don't know what that means, hashtag fine granny with pimples, because I don't know. Sassy 10-minute post. Hashtag turn 1 into 2 least get 1. Hashtag turn into least get 1. Hashtag flex is life. Hashtag clout gang. And then when Porsha said what she said, Simon came back and this is what he had to say. Here we go again with underground. Oh my God. Here we go again with Underground Railroad concerning herself with why an experienced car enthusiast of 14 years make a strategic business decision to conduct multi-million dollar car trades. Stay in the Mercedes Benz I bought you in your name. Hashtag ignorance is a disease. He meant to put disease, but he put disease. Now, Simon, when you go down to the internet, this is one thing we're going to teach you, sister. When you're trying to read the girls and boys, or even your wife, you got to make sure your spelling is on point, okay? Because any little thing, girl, any little thing, girl. And when you want to get somebody like Porsha, girl, who calling you out, girl, for not being the smartest one in the room, girl, we got a problem. Because Porsha should not be correcting you on your spelling. Then Porsha came back, and this is what Porsha also had to say. Message from the underground. Use spell check in your sassy reads. Hashtag grammar matters. Hashtag Dr. Evans. That she put in her comment section. Hashtag his peace. Hashtag go away from me with this. Hashtag bye Ashy. Hashtag filed first. Yeah, you filed first, but you also filed too fast. Cause see, you thought you here you go. You can't count. Simon can't spell and you can't count. Because you thought it had hit them 15 months. And Simon told us it was actually 14 months, girl. It was actually 14 months, 23 days, 16 hours, 45 minutes, and 17 seconds. Yeah, that's what he pretty much said. He said that it hadn't hit the whole 15 months. So whatever was in that prenup, girl, you ain't getting because you was supposed to wait 15 months. But see, you was getting ahead of yourself. You messed up. Okay. Can I say something? Can I say something? Porsha gets on my nerves because every time Porsha falls out with one of her husbands, one of her go-tos is to attack the man's sexuality. Yes, she does it, right? It is what it is. I'm not going to go down this road of, well, I'm going to go down it just a little bit. When we say stuff like, oh, he's sassy, oh, he's a little zesty, he's a little spicy, that's just a new language for trying to call somebody gay, right? It's always new. We always introduce new ways of saying something every day. So now the way that somebody can call somebody gay without calling them gay is to say he's sassy, he's spicy, zesty, right? So now Porsha is calling Simon sassy, right? That's her way of basically trying to say he's not acting like a man, right? Because we know that if you're gay, you don't act like a man. You can't be a man if you're gay. So this is her way of making people question his manhood, possibly his sexuality, right? Just like she did with Cordell, right? When it was all said and done, it was, well, if he don't want me, then what do he want? Right? Now you're adding to the rumors of Cordell supposedly being in the park, girl, getting down for his crown, allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. I think that's something that Porsha, she does. And we have the evidence to back it up. Whether he a punk or not. Okay. Whether he a punk or not. You were sleeping with him. You ain't had no problem with him being sassy, sus. When you walked out that lady's house with her husband and her head of say, you ain't had no problem with him being sassy then. You ain't had no problem. You ain't had no problem with Cordell and the rumors of him allegedly, girl, 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 the throating down to the park when you was married to him. You ain't had no problem with it then. Now all of a sudden, girl, it's Mad Day. Now it's hashtag sassy. He wasn't sassy the other day. He was sassy when you was on that private jet. No, I'm sorry. If he was sassy now, he was sassy the other day when you was on that private jet. He was also sassy when you decided to take him from Fallon. Okay, you didn't take him from Fallon, but he was sassy then. He was sassy also when y'all shot that spinoff show. He was sassy then. You would have a problem. You don't have a problem with it then. So why you got a problem with it now? This is a mess. I tried to tell y'all. People don't be thinking. Some of y'all don't want to listen to me because I think y'all think because y'all know I don't like Porsha that I can't tell the truth. I told y'all this marriage was a mess. I told you it was trash. I told you that Simon was about to swing Porsha every which way but loose. Go on and tell you, Simon has Porsha by her lace, and baby, he is not letting go. Girl, he is not letting go. I'm talking about he got one of them like girl, he got Porsha. He got Porsha right here. You know that look, once you know for the girls that done got into a tussle before, and the boys, okay, the boys and the girls and the non-binary and the non-gender component. You know the girls who done got into a fight with somebody before and they had long hair, and you get that good nasty grip. You get that once you get that grip on that pony, girl, especially if it's their real hair or if it's sold in real good. I'm not talking about them wigs that just slip out. I'm talking once you get that good nasty grip on that pony, girl, it's a wrap. Girl, Miss Thing ain't going nowhere. Miss Thing or Mister, okay? We don't judge over here. Miss Thing or Mister or they, okay, whatever your pronouns are. But once you get that nasty grip on that pony, or that lock or whatever she got or he got or they got, girl, it's a wrap for Miss Thing. And I feel like right now, girl, Miss Simon, girl, Mr. Simon, he got Miss Porsha right here by that ponytail and he ain't letting go. And he got it on lock. And no matter how Porsha swing, Porsha trying to move, and he just got her by that pony right here. He not letting her go. That's y'all girl. That's y'all girl, baby. That's y'all girl. Shout out to Team Porsche. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Shout out to Team Simon. Shout out to Quad. All right, y'all. Let's move on. I got the story right here. Okay. Baby, so Brooklyn pastor Bling Bishop sentenced to 9 years for fraud and extortion. U.S. attorney says this is according to CNN. I remember this man coming down to the internet cutting up, talking about he was going to sue people and send out cease and desist. I believe this was him. Just a mess. Known for his Louis Vuitton suits and extravagant jewelry, Lamor Whitehead was a pastor at the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Brooklyn. So Lamor Whitehead, a flashy Brooklyn pastor nicknamed the Bling Bishop, was sentenced Monday to 9 years in prison after being convicted of using a parishioner's retirement savings and trying to extort a businessman, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York announced. Whitehead was found guilty in March of 2 counts of wire fraud, as well as 1 count each of attempted wire fraud, attempted extortion, and making false statements to federal law enforcement agents. The convictions are from 3 separate schemes. Girl, this is what I heard from the down to the internet. Is if the feds come asking you questions, tell the truth because they already know. And if you lie, it's the added time. So if them people, hopefully y'all ain't out there doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if you are doing something, girl, shout out to you. Don't tell me because I don't want to know. But if you're doing something, the people come knock on your door, girl, tell them the truth because they already know. That's what the people say. All right. In addition to his prison sentence, the 45-year-old New Jersey man was sentenced to 3 years of supervised release in order to pay $85 in restitution and forfeit $95,000, according to a news release from the U.S. Attorney's Office and court documents. Is this microphone on? Okay. Lamor Whitehead is a con man who stole millions of dollars in a string of financial frauds and even stole from one of his own parishioners. He lied to federal agents and again to the court at his trial. Today's sentence puts an end to Whitehead's various schemes and reflects this office's commitment to bring accountability to those who abuse their positions of trust. U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damon Williams, said in the news release. One of Whitehead's attorneys has previously said they plan to appeal. CNN has reached out to Whitehead's lawyer for comment. Known for his Louis Vuitton suits and extravagant jewelry, Whitehead was a pastor at, I already read that. He made headlines in 2022 after he said he and his wife were robbed of $1 million worth of jewelry at their church. Prosecutors said Whitehead defrauded one of his parishioners by convincing her to invest approximately $90,000 of her retirement savings with him so he could help her build a home. When I tell you that nigga, he needs to rot in prison. You know how nasty you have to be a man. Well, to say you're a man of God and convince people who believe in you and believe in what you're saying, right? To convince these people who probably have been saving up for their entire life to give them for them to give you their money. That when I tell you he needs his ass whooped and his wife do too. Whatever part she got to do with it. Is the wife going to jail or just him? That's some nasty work. When I tell you, you really have to just be a low down, trifling, dusty, ashy, degenerate of a person to pull a stunt like that. It's bad enough when people already get scammed, right? It adds another layer to it when you convince these people that you are a man of God, right? And then these people who believe in what you're saying, right? The word that you're spreading, they then believe that to the point they're gonna give you their money. However, he ended up spending the money on luxury goods and personal expenses instead. Whitehead also extorted a businessman for $5,000 and then attempted to convince the man to loan him $500,000 and grant him a stake in real estate transactions in exchange for obtaining favorable actions by the New York City government that he knew could not provide, the indictment says. Whitehead used his ties to the New York City Mayor Eric Adams to try and make the deal. The U.S. Attorney's Office said in March in a March news release. He also submitted a fraudulent application for a $250,000 business loan that included doctored bank statements, which falsely claimed that he had millions of dollars in the bank and hundreds of thousands of dollars in monthly revenue, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office news release. Girl, you know what's so crazy? Never mind. Whitehead had submitted similar fraudulent applications to various other financial institutions, stealing millions of dollars in the process, the release said. And when speaking to FBI agents who were executing a search warrant outside his New Jersey mansion, Whitehead made false statements by telling agents he had only one phone when he actually had two, according to the indictment. Girl, I need to know what happened to the wife. Once I find out what happened to the wife, girl, I'm gonna come back and tell y'all because that heifer need to be in jail too. It sound like. Let me see. Let me do a quick Google search. Hold up. Girl, I can't find nothing. I'm gonna ask somebody. I know who I can ask. They'll probably know. And you know another thing too. I always say this. I always say this. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Girl, you know you scamming. Shout out to all the scammers out there. I'm not judging. Well, it depends on who you stealing from, who you scamming from. Girl, you know you scamming Lamor Whitehead, and you wanted to be this flashy, over the top pastor. Now, ain't nothing wrong with, I will say this much. I remember having a conversation with my brother-in-law years ago. And I used to have this mindset of like, it was weird when I would see pastors driving around in certain cars, living in certain homes. And I had to release that because just like my brother-in-law said, it's not the same as what we grew up from in the country. Where like the pastor will probably be like a manager at Walmart. Or like the pastor will probably be like the high school principal. Or, he worked at the prison. Now you have these pastors like a TD Jakes, right? Who also does movies and production and write books. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it that way, I was like, okay, yeah, that is true. It's not the same. A lot of these pastors are they're just not preachers, right? And they just don't work at Walmart. They have a lot of other things going on that can actually bring them in a lot of money. But when you look at somebody like Lamor Whitehead, you know you scamming. You know you scamming. You know you doing dirt. You know you live in Rome, and you want to walk around here with all the suits on with the biggest G's on them, so everybody know you got on Gucci. Girl, you want to walk around here with the biggest suits on with F's on them, so everybody know it's Fendi. You would think that, girl, you would want to try to live a life that does not bring you a lot of attention. So you're a pastor, and you're a flashy pastor on top of that. So you're already going to get attention because you're a flashy pastor. And on top of that, you also stealing from people in your congregation and other people. And you lying. But you just kind of like, it's so weird to me. But that's good for him because that's exactly how that's part of the reason why he probably got caught. I haven't been keeping up with the story, but I would see his face every now and again in the blogs. And I do remember him like saying he was gonna come after certain people if they kept talking about him or something. It was something crazy he said. This man is a mess. You ought to feel oof. I need to know what's going on with that wife. That's a mess. All right, y'all, let's move on. Ooh, bring me a higher love. Oh, all right, Chrisean Rock. Jail and probation combo for Tamar incident being extradited to Oklahoma too. Chrisean Rock getting arrested last week has already ended with her being sentenced, and she's going to be doing some jail time, not to mention having to answer to Oklahoma. According to court documents obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Chrisean was sentenced to 12 months probation and 30 days in a jail as a result of the altercation that happened at Tamar Braxton's show in November when she was alleged to have attacked backup dancer James Wright. I thought he was a singer. As it turns out, there is an open warrant pertaining to that, and now she'll be behind bars for a bit, although she is getting 5 days of credit for time served. As far as her probation, the terms forbid Chrisean from being 100 yards within Wright in the Lucky Strike bowling alley in downtown Los Angeles, where the altercation went down. Chrisean's also not allowed to own, use, or possess any dangerous or deadly weapons during the probation period. And last but not least, we've confirmed Chrisean is in fact scheduled to be extradited to Oklahoma, but a timeline for that hasn't been set. Remember, she's facing charges there and has been ducking them. Now she's in custody in LA. Wait, now that she's in custody in LA, they'll send her on over when they get the CA matter situated. As far as the James Wright stuff, TMZ Hip Hop broke the story at the time. Chrisean crashed Tamar and Tony Braxton's heavily prayer circle before allegedly unleashing hell on Wright during her Love and War anniversary tour in November 2023. Wright also filed a lawsuit that Chrisean blew off. Tamar didn't let her off the hook, though, taking to social media to put Chrisean on blast, but expressing sympathy too. We just spoke to Blueface's mom, who thought jail wasn't the best look for Chrisean at the time, considering the new baby now has two parents locked away in the slammer right now, girl. Okay. If she would have knocked my tooth out, I wouldn't give a damn how many kids she had at home. She, the best bet for the girls who want to knock teeth out, you better do it to somebody who believe in the streets. Because I believe in calling the cops on y'all asses. Hello, your ass will go to jail, and I wouldn't feel bad about it. You don't give a damn about my teeth. I don't give a damn what's going on at your household. Better take the baby to their grandmama house. Hello. Hell, quite as if the baby might be better with the grandmama, as ignorant as she is. Anyways, girl, that's pretty much it. Tough times for both of them, indeed. Girl, your mama and your daddy ain't shit. They both locked up in prison. Girl, that's a mess. Girl, that's a mess. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's good her ass is going to jail. Sometimes jail is what's needed, believe it or not. I know some of you may disagree with this, and that's fine. We don't have to agree. Sometimes jail is the best for some people. It really is. Have you ever had that family member where you realize like it's the best thing for them is to be in jail? You know what I'm saying? Not to say girl they need to be in jail for like 40 years, but girl sometimes you need to sit your ass down for 30 days and think about it. Yeah, and don't let her ass out, and then put her on probation. And the thing is, this is the gag, right? Because this is how the system is set up. They know y'all gonna get in trouble again, right? Look at Chrisean. Chrisean is a hot ass mess. She's gonna forever be a hot ass mess. Y'all really think this girl about to get out of jail in 20 something days? And she's on probation she has probation for 12 months. Well, hell, she gotta go to jail. She might be going to jail in Oklahoma. Girl, y'all think that that she won't get in trouble? You think Chrisean, girl, won't get in trouble within 12 months? The one who was fighting while she was pregnant. The one who was smoking and drinking. The one who she had when she was in Walmart, her baby was just leaning to the side. Girl, she had more control of the dog. Did she have a dog with her? The baby was probably girl 72 hours old. The baby ain't even got no bone in the neck, basically, child. The baby just head just leaning. Just lean with it. Girl, just rock with it, just like this. Chrisean, baby, you gotta hold the baby head up, baby. Baby, you gotta hold the baby head up, baby. That's not how the baby's that's the baby can't hold his baby. The baby can't hold his neck up, Chrisean. You gotta hold his neck up, baby. You gotta hold it, bitch. Girl, he can't hold it. You gotta hold his neck. She's ignorant, girl. She's ignorant. That's a ignorant alpha. Girl, that's just ignorant. I don't feel bad for her. Anyways, girl, that's it, girl. It's late. I'm sleepy. It's 2:08 a.m. I'm up being messy. I'm about to take me a shower and go to bed. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good. Oh, I gotta edit this video. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.